Hi everyone, and welcome to my presentation in the innovation of the refrigerator temperature control dial stopper.
Refrigerators are a wonderful and essential part of everyday life. They allow us to keep our food cool at a safe temperature to prevent it from spoiling before it can be eaten. However, if the temperature dial is poorly located, oftentimes an accidental adjustment of that temperature dial will occur when food is placed in and out of the refrigerator. This can make a great inconvenience for the user, as it will take time and money to replace the discarded food. The most common cause of refrigerator malfunction would be power source failure. However, if when the door is open the light still comes on, this isn't the issue. The next thing to check would be temperature setting. Particular make and model of a refrigerator will dictate how this setting is controlled. This presentation will focus on models with the setting at the top front of the refrigeration unit. Having experienced this being bumped multiple times, I knew I needed a solution. So here's the solution. It is the refrigerator temperature control dial stopper. As you can see in the drawings, it doesn't look like much, and really it isn't, but it has a great effect on preventing accidental adjustments of the refrigerator temperature. The first drawing is just a view of the entire refrigerator as if it were opened. So you can see at the top of the refrigeration unit is the actual temperature control station, and the stopper is in place. And then the second drawing is a picture of a close-up picture, more so, of what it would look like in place. And then here's a picture as well. So what it is a small plastic strip. In this case I've put it in color just so that it's easy, but when you produced it, it probably would be more white or clear plastic so as to be aesthetically pleasing. It has an adhesive on one end to stick to the temperature control unit and a string tied to the other rather than an adhesive. This string is looped around a bobbin or an access hinge to allow for easy access to the temperature dial should adjustments be needed, but it keeps the protective plastic in place as required. When in place, the plastic fits snugly over the temperature dial, so it cannot accidentally be moved if bumped. Given that refrigerators are not a new creation, there must be other solutions. But what are they? One would be to place the temperature control knobs at the back of the refrigerator. This would provide the user with less chance of bumping them, but they're harder to access when the fridge is full. Another option would be digital control buttons. These could be located in the same space at the front of the fridge. They're harder to bump, but they're pricey, and they're not usually found on a basic model. Another option would be just a different style of knob or dial, one that is recessed rather than sticking down. This would mean the user would have to make an intention of turning it in order to change the temperature. All of these options, however, would require the purchase of a brand new refrigerator, which isn't necessarily a practical option for an average user. To solve the problem without purchasing a new refrigerator, one could simply adjust the shelves in the refrigerator, so food is not as close to the temperature control unit. But this may not provide the most optimal use of space, so it might not be practical either. So what are the upsides of the refrigerator temperature control dial stopper? Well, it prevents any unwanted temperature adjustments that may occur. But it doesn't require any major adjustments to the existing equipment found on the refrigerator. It also allows the user to keep the existing shelving arrangement, and to have peace of mind that when bumps do occur, no damage will be done. The key question, though, are there any downsides to the product? And if there are, how do they affect the overall functionality of the refrigerator? Well, of course, there are downsides. Probably the main one would be an adhesive failure. The fridge will continue to function, however, but the user must remain aware of the temperature dial until such time that they can either replace the product or the adhesive used to hold the product in place. Another downside is that the string may become frayed or worn over time. However, this too can be easily replaced by the consumer. Probably the biggest downside would be that this is designed specifically for a specific type of temperature control system. However, other systems do not get bumped as easily, and are not necessary to improve the functionality of the refrigerator. Use of the refrigerator temperature control dial stopper is seemingly simple. It's easy to install. Simply stick the adhesive in the desired location and secure it with a string. Once this is done, nothing is required. It is a very small step from the use of the refrigerator as it currently stands, as there's no change to the actual operation of the refrigerator, simply the temperature adjustment processes. The refrigerator temperature control dial stopper provides a very clear message for users, as it does exactly that. It stops the temperature control dial from being moved, unless the user is choosing to move it themselves. It also provides a compatible fit for users, as it allows the refrigerator to closer resemble other models, because the dial that is sticking down will only be adjusted if the user wants it to be, not inadvertently by food being moved in or out of the fridge. How have I ensured that this product would provide a reliable performance? Well, I've been using it in my own refrigerator for approximately 2 weeks, and so far there have been no issues and no adjustments of temperature. So I'd say it's working pretty well. To make this product appealing, it needed to provide consumers with an easy in and easy out. It's very easy to get in, as it costs less than $2 to produce and no permanent alterations were required. This is very encouraging for consumers who want a fix but don't want to invest a lot of time or money into the product. It's also very easy to get out of. If a consumer is dissatisfied with the product, they simply need to remove the product from the fridge and revert to their previous method of monitoring temperature. Thank you for taking the time to view my presentation on the refrigerator temperature control dial stopper. For more information, see the video on this product at the attached website. Thank you.